Hello, everyone. I'm Andrea Mardones, and this is my presentation about the organization Childcare Now. Okay, to start with, I am going to talk about who are they. As I told you, Childcare Now is an organization, it's a non-profit organization which is membership-based and regionally representative. They are dedicated to advocating for a publicly funded, inclusive, quality, and non-profit childcare system. So a little bit of history. When did they start? They were formed about 40 years ago after the second National Childcare Conference, which was held in Winnipeg in 1982. At the beginning, they were incorporated under the name Childcare Advocacy Association of Canada, or that stands CCAAC. But 4 years ago, in 2017, they decided to carry on their work under a new name, which is the name that we know now, with Childcare Now. In English and in French is Enfant en Place. The structure of this organization is basically a broad membership of individuals, family, childcare programs, regional and pan-Canadian groups and organizations, and overseen by a voluntary board of directors. So it's open to all the community. Also for us, like students and future ECs. And this board of directors that oversees the organization is regionally representative and connected with provincial and territorial advocacy organizations and networks. So it represents all the views, communities, provinces, and territories of Canada. What do they advocate for? The things that they believe are, first, that childcare is a cornerstone of progressive policy for children and families. Children and families have the right to access a childcare system supported by public funds. Canadians deserve a comprehensive and affordable childcare system that is high quality, inclusive, and non-profit. Families deserve a range of childcare services for young and school-aged children. And those working in childcare must have decent work, wages, and working conditions. So let's see now. We have this new federal budget that announced that big amounts of money just going to the improvement of childcare facilities, working conditions, etc. So this new federal budget is the answer to what Childcare Now has been advocating for almost 4 decades. And as said by Morna Valente, which is the executive director of Childcare Now, she says that the multi-year budget plan will make early learning and childcare programs accessible, affordable, and inclusive across Canada by using a big boost in federal funds to leverage a reduction in average parents' fees to $10 a day within 5 years. She also adds that the plan is ambitious, but also sensible because it recognizes the importance of forging collaboration with provincial, territorial, and Indigenous partners. So why we should support this organization? Let's go by what do they believe and what is in the future for these things they have been advocating for. Okay, we as future ECs, we should support this organization. They say that childcare is a cornerstone of progressive policy for children and families. They also say that children and families have the right to access a childcare system supported by public funds. Okay, of course, they don't support these commercial chains of childcare centers. So they think that as the public education, the childcare should be like in the same system. Okay. And that's what the federal government has said in the last budget, that is the aim, that is the objective, to have a system that is supported by public funds, okay? So in that way, as they said, that the objective that in 4 more years that the childcare will be like $10 a day. So because Canadians deserve an affordable childcare system, okay? That is not funded with private funds that come from the pockets of families, but from funds from the government. So that is a key point, because we as future educators, we should support this organization, because our responsibility is to put pressure on the government to reach good agreements with the federal government to have access to these funds, okay? Because that was the federal budget says that provinces and the government and the federal government should reach agreements to have access to those funds. They also say that families deserve a range of childcare system for young school-age children. Okay, not only focusing on toddlers or preschoolers, also the after school or before school services for children until the age of 12. Okay, the federal budget also focuses on that and being more comprehensive, and also they also state that they need to work on giving access to childcare during weekends, for example, for parents who work during weekends. And this one, I think, is one of the most important for our future work. This says that those working in childcare must have decent work wages and working conditions. Okay. The federal budget also talks about that. It's not only about having good quality care, quality childcare regarding like facilities, for example, but they also talk, but they don't give many details about it, but they talk about that the educators, the assistants, everything, all the people are involved in childcare work should have decent work wages and working conditions. So they also, this organization also says that this is the time that this pandemic provides the opportunity. So we should see this pandemic as a window of opportunity, because this crisis has allowed the government to see that there's a urgent need of improving this area. Okay, that is very important to work on it, to give funds, and to improve the overall quality of this. Okay, it's not only to build more centers, it's also to give good working conditions, to give access to parents with affordable wages, etc. So if we support childcare now, we are supporting better working conditions for us in the future. Okay, and also more jobs available as well. Okay, so, and to finish now, you can see here the references. Thank you very much.